Plus, we are staying on top of breaking news. Atlanta police and city leaders making an arrest after police say a man was planning a shooting at the airport. And that is where we begin for you tonight. Good evening and thanks for being with us. I'm Jennifer Bellamy.
And I'm Faith Jesse, and we do know that police arrested a man today. They say he had a gun and made threats at the world's busiest airport. Let's head out live there now to our Cody Alcorn. Cody, we heard from leaders who say that this arrest prevented the possibility of a lot of people being hurt there. What do we know?
That is right. The chief telling us they found a semi-automatic weapon in the suspect's truck parked right outside the doors of the terminal at the Atlanta airport this morning. It had 27 rounds there. So they're saying that because of this suspect's family who came forward and notified police, it likely saved more than 24 lives inside the airport. So here is what we know went down this morning. The chief here in Atlanta tells us they were notified by Cartersville police that the suspect, Billy Cagle, you'll see him in a blue shirt in this video, was streaming on social media saying he was going to the Atlanta airport to, quote, shoot it up. Well, by the time authorities here in Atlanta got word, he had already arrived at the airport around 9:29. So they knew they had to act fast. They had all of their resources available now, focused on finding him. APD got that call at 9:40 this morning from Cartersville police. And within 14 minutes, they found Mr. Cagle in the world's busiest airport, and they likely stopped what they described as a possible shooting. His truck right outside the doors there. And again, they found that weapon inside his truck. And the chief talking about this plan that they were trying to stop and how it all came together.
We did have a tragedy averted today. I, just a short while ago, spoke to 2 officers of this department and thanked them. Because if it were not for Officer Gibson and Officer Banks, and if it were not for their Sergeant Jones that was providing them, I do believe that Mr. Cagle was headed back to his truck to retrieve it, and I do believe he was likely to use that weapon inside the crowded terminal that he had just seen.
And just unbelievable to hear that when you know how many people are inside that airport at any moment. And they said he went right over the TSA area. That's where he was kind of hanging out, that they could see on surveillance. Also, some more heroes today. It's Billy Cagle's family who saw him on social media and reached out immediately to Cartersville police to stop what he was possibly about to do here in Atlanta. We were asking the chief if he had said anything after the arrest. The chief said that's part of the investigation. He did say, though, it appears that Cagle was going through some type of mental health crisis. I have looked over his social media. You obviously can tell he was going through something just from recent posts on his Facebook page. The other interesting fact here is he is a convicted felon, so he should not have had access to a weapon. That's also under investigation by Atlanta police. We can tell you the FBI was involved in this. The TSA was also involved in this. But just excellent work by Atlanta police this morning. Again, at 9:40, they got the word, and you know how busy the airport is. And within 14 minutes, again, they had their hands on him and had him in cuffs. So, again, a tragedy likely prevented here from Atlanta. We could be doing a much different report at this hour. But quick actions by Cagle's family, obviously a hard thing for them to do, and just excellent police work here by all of these agencies involved to stop what could have been a very disastrous morning inside the world's busiest airport.
Yeah, Cody, so thankful for everyone coming together here. Thank you. And we'll, of course, stay on top of this story and bring you the newest developments as soon as they become available.